Okay, so when preparing for a talk or something at Reboot or something, I often find that God provides for it in unusual ways. And this time it was Amy borrowing a book from the ACT library, which was actually a Christian book, amazingly. And so I'm going to start by getting James to read that book to you if he comes back. But it's called The Gift That I Can Give.
I'm one of a kind. I'm my very own me, exactly the person God made me to be. When I was small, right from the start, God poured out a gift deep down in my heart. What is this gift to use as I grow? When will I see it? How will I know? God, will you show me the gift that I can give as I grow and love and I learn how to live? Could my gift be a wonderful thing, like having the talent to dance or to sing? Or could my gift be giving my all and helping my team by passing the ball? There are so many things that I'm really good at, but what if my gift is much different from that? Maybe my gift is just to be kind by taking care of stray animals I find. Maybe my gift is to cheer on a friend so he can run that race to the end. Or maybe my gift is to lend a hand while keeping the beat with the marching band. Or to visit a sick child in a hospital bed. Or to raise some money so hungry kids are fed. Or to give my family an extra big squeeze. Is it possible that my gift is all of these? All God asks me as I grow, love and live is that I show others the gift I can give. Then he'll help me find ways to give it away as he lives in my heart every moment, every day. His love is the gift that I can give.
It's a beautiful book, but the reason that I like it is that it reminded me that our purpose as parents is to teach our children about loving God and loving others. It's as simple as that. So thinking about loving God, the Bible says, teach a child in the way that he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. And research shows, as Dave mentioned before, that parents are the most influential part in their child's faith. So where do we start? First, we need to be connecting with God ourselves. As we spend time with God and put him first in our lives, it will form our character, our faith, our priorities and our wisdom. So not only that, but our children will be watching and learning to do the same. So let them see you read your Bible. Pray with them at the drop of a hat when you're about to drive for a safe trip on the road. At dinner time, in thankfulness, in sorrow, in deep need or in shallow need. It's learning that prayer is a conversation and a practice of dependence rather than a transaction of any kind. So what about reading the Bible together? What does it look like in your house? I'll give you a few moments to think about that. So, is it non-existent? Or is it sitting at the dinner table in reverent silence while the Bible is read, answering questions that you ask with thoughtful responses? Or does it look more like this?
Okay, Eleanor, we're going to do a Bible reading. Can you come in here, please? No, come now. Everyone else is here. No, just come now. Everyone else is here. Hurry up. Okay. Hannah, can you stop playing with that? We're about to do a Bible reading, please. Miriam, put your book down. Yeah, doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Just leave it. Okay. Yeah. What are you
Miriam pushed me off. No, I didn't.
Oh, be quiet. Stop fighting. I don't care.
Not.
Miriam, put your book down. Amy, stop it. No, not now. No.
I'm really fasting. I'm going to pee my pants soon.
Oh, hurry up.
Thank you.
Amy,
Gosh.
Amy, come over here now, please.
Sit over here. Quick. Hurry up. Don't cry. No, sit over here now. Hurry up.
Come over here.
Come on, we're about to do a Bible reading. Hurry up.
1.
This is important.
He wants it here.
Just be quiet and listen. Okay.
There's a spider in the toilet.
Flush it then.
No, it's so scary.
Use the other one. Hurry up. Just use the other one. Hurry up.
It's in your head. It's in my
Miriam, put your book down. Hurry up. Put it down. Stop reading.
Okay, I'm going to count to 5. I want you all back here. 1,
Hurry up. Oh, Eleanor, stop.
2,
I'm back here.
Drink in the lounge. Are you drinking out of a bowl? What are you doing?
There's no cups left.
Oh. Hurry up. Sit down.
I'm thirsty.
No, you're not. Okay. All right. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Right. Did you get that?
Yeah.
What's that mean, Hannah?
Totally.
What did you say?
Oh, just be quiet.
I totally got that.
It's too familiar. So it's not always as bad as that, but it often is. That is fairly accurate. So why do we bother is the question on everyone's lips. Because it is showing that Bible reading as a family is a priority at the very least. And I truly believe that God will bless your efforts, not judge them. So it's pretty safe to say that our Bible sessions can often look like that and they won't feel amazing, but sometimes they are, and it's worth it for that. So sometimes, every child will get something different out of a Bible time as well. So some child might be going, oh yeah, and really thinking deeply about God, and then another person will be digesting a piece of Lego or something like that. And that's okay. It's okay that everyone's getting something different out of it, and they'll probably take turns. So habits do take time and practice to establish, and this one's no different. So try to choose a time that is least likely to get the bump in the stress of a moment. And you'll just have to observe the rhythms of your own household to work that out and pray about it and try and work out what will work best for you. So expect some hiccups, expect some scenes like that, and be ready to get back on the horse and try again. So start by setting the bar really low, and I think that's really important when you're starting something new, is to just start and give it a go, and then you can increase in frequency from there. And another thing which Dave touched on was teachable moments. I think with young children, teachable moments are really key. So you might be enjoying God's creation together, or reflecting on a Bible concept or verse that might be related to something they're doing or looking at. So, for example, when I was walking to school the other day, we were looking up at the mountains, and I said to Hannah, "Look to the hills, where does my help come from?" And she said, "My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth." So this is one of our favourite verses. And then there's another one that James loves to do, is being at the dinner table and everyone's complaining about dinner. And so he says, "Better a small serve of vegetables with love than a fattened calf with hatred." So, there's a Bible verse for everything. Other things might be mundane, things like helping a child work through a fight in a really caring way. Like, that's really hard to do. But if you start doing that from when they're little, then that'll carry on for when they're older as well. So whatever it is, walking alongside them as they do life and as they get to know God for themselves, that's the important thing, and it takes lots of small moments to do that. So what about loving others? In the book it talks about God helping the child to find ways to give it away as he lives in their heart every day, every moment. His love is the gift that they can give. And so developing a children's character to love others with a love that comes from God is really beautiful, and yet it's really, really slow work. So it takes lots of practice to get them thinking of others' needs as well as their own, to be humble and thoughtful and kind, to learn how to just pray and depend on God, to obey you and show responsibility, to be kind and talk kindly to others and not force their own way all the time, to manage their anger and their disappointments, and to be thankful and celebrate the joys and achievements of themselves, but also of others around them. So the early years are important because it's all about the teachable moments as they come up. So the consistent modelling, the walking alongside, the patient correcting and showing a different way, the listening and discussing over and over again. And I call it the drip castle method. If you don't know what that is, it's a little drip sand castle. Look it up when you get home. It takes many drips to make a beautiful castle, so start dripping early. Another way of thinking about this is that God's love is like a language. So learning to speak and act in a godly way is like a language. And when is the best time to learn a foreign language?
Yeah.
When you're young. So it's the same for God's love. So it is the most important language to learn in life, the language of God's love. And your children might get amazing opportunities to excel in sport or arts or academics, or they might not. But if they do, it will mean nothing unless they learn to combine this talent with the love of God and the love of others. So their talents will not last forever, but their relationship with God will. And their talents will not support them through hard times and self-doubt, but God will. And they will not be able to use their talent to serve God and others if they have not learnt how to love first. And just on a personal note, just in case I'm not crying enough, I grew up in a family with not much money. Dad was often out of work. I didn't get to learn an instrument, which I would have loved to. I wasn't very academic. But one thing that I am eternally grateful to my parents for was that they introduced me to Jesus' love and forgiveness, and they taught me how to love God and to love others, and that is what has really seen me through the ups and downs of life, and it will see me through to eternity as well. So I'm very thankful to them for that. Some practical help. I've just put out some of my tried and tested resources up the back there. So go and have a little flick through, and you can get any of those resources at Coorong online or out at Fishwick. And also I just put a board up the back for you to write your own stuff on that you've had experience with, like good Christian music for kids or adults, or stuff that you do online. So like I've got Superbook up there, which is a really cool kids series about the Bible, stories from the Bible. So you can just add your stuff there and then just take a photo at the end, and then you've got all that information for yourself. And also there's an aqua box up the back which has a plastic sleeve in it, and you can take one per family, and it's just got a whole bunch of teachable moments, memory verses and stuff, like just verses from the Bible that you can apply to everyday things. So you can take that, and if you want a Bible study booklet, adults, that you can start reading the Bible and connecting with God a bit more, there's a few just random ones that we found at home, and I've put them there, and you can take one and use that at home. That's all. Thank you.